a cab, welcome. So we're going to teach people how to set up Live Studio. You're all good, Destiny. Yeah, chill vibes. So you can see that we've got a bit of a feedback loop going through here because at the moment I'm sharing the live screen. You can see that if I move it down there or something, we can stop that from happening to some extent. I'm going to leave Live Studio just down here for the moment, and I'm going to show you this is what we're also going to be using is Tickfinity. So you can download both of these very easily. I'm going to share those links in the Discord as well, but first I'm just going to share the live link. Okay, cool. There you go. I'm just going to shut that Discord for a second, guys. And we are going to show you, we're going to show you guys where to download. So we're going to download TikTok Live Studio. If you haven't downloaded TikTok Live Studio, that's the first thing to download. So if you go TikTok Live Studio download into Google, then it's that it's that first link up there. You hit download for Windows here, guys. Or if you if it doesn't say download for Windows, we'll have a look at if there's a Mac equivalent supported as well. And so you'd probably be able to find that by looking in the Help Center or by it's registered that I've got Windows on anyway. Hey Turby3D, welcome. How are you going, Bliss? Moni. Yeah, so this is one of the setups that I'll I'll run you through the basics of it. Hey Katie, what's good? Thanks for joining, Katie. Hey everyone, you're more than welcome to come and ask questions. Guest up here if you like. Up to you guys. It's only subscribers in here, so I'll leave it up to you guys if you want to invite up or if you want to be down in the comments. But I highly recommend to follow along with this. You consider downloading TikTok Live Studio here, tiktok.com/studio/download. So that's the main tool we're going to be using today to kind of talk a bit about live streaming. So we had a couple different questions and different parts to run over. Hey, yo, what's up? Hey, Mon. Hey, Turpy. Hey, Katie. Good to see you, Queen of Chaos. Thank you, Soldier Queen, for joining. It's good to see so many subscribers up in here. Appreciate you all. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining if you're a team member and you're kind of curious about this stuff. We're talking about how to kind of set up your own TikTok Live Studio. We've got plenty of subscribers in here now, so I'm happy to kind of move ahead with the tutorial. So you can see there's a few different features we're kind of looking at here. I'm going to bring up this right to the front so we can just look at purely my screen for a second. And so you can see I'm kind of clicking and dragging the source up here. If you haven't been able to get to the sources and you're not sure where they are, they're in the scenes section. If you click these arrows, it brings you between tools and scenes. So those are where their main tools are for most of your screen overlay or anything that you bring up on the screen and what the audience sees. That's in the source sections, and then the tools has a wide range of things the audience can interact with. So I'm going to start with tools and talk about that for a little bit. You can see there's other stuff on the and there's other stuff in here as well that you can check out, and we're going to get to later on in the tutorial. But just to start with, we're going to go for tools. So at the moment, because I've set up multi-guest and subscribers only, I cannot do a co-host. So that's all good. I'm not interested in doing a co-host, but if you're interested in battling and stuff, the co-host button up there, that's one, it's not activating, but you can see it's next to multi-guest there. That one would be the one to click to invite other hosts. You can invite random hosts from there, or you can invite your friends. You can meet them. Heart me, thank you, Queen of Chaos. Appreciate that with a heart me. We're just going to connect our Tickfinity as well, just for a second. You can see some of the sound effects we've got set up with this stuff. Most of these are connected through the sources, okay? Most of my stuff I do through the sources, but we're going to talk about how to do it through TikTok Live Studio and how to do it through Tickfinity, okay? Because there's a couple of ways to do it. We're going to start with just TikTok Live Studio for the first probably hour of this tutorial or so, and then the second half we'll talk about Tickfinity and how to involve that. So TikTok Live Studio, I recommend you guys download that. It's really going to work best if you walk along with it, but it's really not a big deal. If you're just interested in learning a little bit of behind the scenes, you're welcome to just watch along. So here we've got co-host, which I've described. Then we've got multi-guest. So multi-guest, I'd recommend you download it, but you don't have to. You don't have to. I will also be making up another video of this, and I'll be uploading this video to the YouTube, I believe. So you should be able to follow along with this on a different day if you don't want to do it now as well. I can give you live feedback if you're doing it at the same time, so that's where you can benefit a little bit more if you've got it downloaded yourself. We're going to start slow though, so you've got time as well, guys, if you're interested in that. So here we've got the multi-guest live settings. You can invite people. You can see all the subscribers we've got in here at the moment: Turpy, Moni, Bliss, and Queen of Chaos. I'm just going to get my two super mods up here if they'd like to come up for just a moment. That'd be cool. Hey guys, so you can see when we open up the seats, we've got Bliss here and we've got Turpy as well. So thank you guys for joining. It opens up a couple other options and stuff here. We can mute them if we want. Sorry, mute, and that shows up like that. And then you can ask her to unmute. And she can unmute. You can also invite people to turn on their camera. She doesn't, but you don't have to, of course. You can also invite it. And we've got a bit of a feedback. So that was somebody had it open in TikTok in the background, maybe, or something like that. What about Gera? I want box. Okay, you guys. You can come up with a box if you want. Absolutely. If you're a subscriber, you're always welcome a seat. I was just quickly illustrating some of these features of, so we can also expand and we can disconnect as well. So those are your basic moderation features that get added. Hey Queen, how you going?
When can I do my grr? I gotta hear grr. I'll be happy.
I don't know why the grr wasn't coming through that time. I'll just plug it in now. Okay, nope, I can't do grr because we're in the subscribers only. So some of these sound effects aren't licensed for subscriber only chats. So I can't do grr while I'm in a subscriber only right now.
I found a new grr picture. I'm gonna send it through Discord.
Great, yeah, absolutely.
This is what I'm gonna set up too, because I got TikTok Studio too, and I need to figure out how to do it.
Absolutely. So feel free to watch along with this. I'm going to try clip up the whole thing if I can. But yeah, we can see we're not going to be able to have it through with the subscriber only one, so we're going to do a separate part to the Tickfinity later where I can actually access all its features. But at the moment we're going to keep talking through TikTok Live Studio because this is the one that, like, hey, thanks for the likes, Lucy. This is the one that everyone needs to use at the very least to get access to all the Tickfinity features anyway. So Tickfinity free is a really good thing as well anyway. You get access to so many features. Oh, I really appreciate sharing that around. Thank you, Queen of Chaos. Thank you, Soldier Queen. So let's keep talking through these tools. We've also got the Play Together tool. So Play Together, you can see I've set up, you can go into Edit here if you want to change things about it. It's set up, apply with your game ID. Yo, Cooper, what's good? We're walking through TikTok Live Studio and seeing a bit of like behind the scenes sort of stuff here. Thank you, Cooper. Appreciate you, man. I think we've maxed out on our subscription stickers, but you can just use them for fun if you guys like. There's 100 points we could get for subscription stickers for Sub Fiesta. So definitely going to talk about some other subscription unlocking stuff, but we'll just go over tools briefly. So I've chosen the required info as Discord name. I'll only game with people that I've got on the Discord or whatever, because it just makes coordinating with them a lot easier. You can see I've got the game ID. it tells me like what game I'm currently playing. I put in the description and the character name so that people could find me if they wanted to connect on Elden Ring, or if they happened to see me on Elden Ring, they'd recognize that character if they wanted to. And then I've made it so that only creators team members can apply. If you wanted to be more open, you could make that into all viewers, or if you wanted to be less open, you could close that to subscribers only if you wanted. You're welcome to take a seat if you'd like. Moni or Cooper, welcome to invite up. But no pressure, guys. You're all good in the comments as well if you prefer. How you going, Cooper? Good to see you. So we've got the rest of the tools here. So live goal is one you'll be familiar with from the TikTok platform in general. If you haven't seen live goal, there's a few slightly different descriptions, but we can see here it says, oh, cheers Cooper, here it says, thanks everyone, appreciate that. Thanks Queen of Chaos. Thanks Raising for the heart me, appreciate that, sir. You're welcome to join in the seats or in the comments, whatever your preference is. Thanks for the cheer you up and the marvelous confetti. Yo, thank you, Queen of Soldier Queen, Queen of Chaos. So we're just talking about live goal, which is you can set up on TikTok Studio, but it does limit the amount of gifts that you can do. So Heart Me is my favorite gift, but you see it doesn't let me do Heart Me ones on TikTok Live Studio. There's a few things that aren't as up to date on the studio. What I like to do in subscriber only ones is set really small achievable live goals as well, because you guys have already subscribed. I don't feel like you guys need to be generous as MVPs as well. I do appreciate all of you that are both subscribers and MVPs. Very generous people. So the live goal, you see how I just set that up. I just added the gift that I chose. What's quite interesting is you can change the description here. For a while we weren't able to change the description. You can see here it says 70% of live creators achieved their live goals with their goals well described. So definitely adding a good description. Hey Prince Panda, thanks for joining for the live preview. Thank you very much, Raising Hell. Thanks for sharing that love around. And thanks to the Queen of Chaos as well, and all of you for subscribing. Here we go with, you can adjust the amounts. So you can select the kind of default amounts, or you go in and you edit it here as well. Hey Christy, welcome. Yeah, please join. Welcome. How are you going, Christy?
Hey. Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
So this will look a little bit familiar to you because you've used LiveStudio before, eh?
Yeah.
So one of the features you were looking for before was subscription. You can see that if you go into the tools section on the side here, we've just finished live goal, so I'll just finish a couple of these and we'll get down to subscription, but that's the button you're looking for to add live stickers on here and stuff. I've got one send subscription to others, which is going to Crypto Candle Club for doing the most likes on the screen during the big battle, and hopefully we'll be able to unlock a couple more soon too. So last features, we've got Treasure Box. Treasure Box isn't available properly. It'll tell me I can't here because we're in a subscriber only. But that's where, if you've got access to Treasure Boxes, that would be. What you'll notice here, or what I've noticed, is that you can't seem to do a portal. Yeah, with the team bracelet, thank you. And thank you, Raising Hell, for the roses. Appreciate that, sir. Hello, Mal. Welcome to the live preview. So that's Treasure Box. For some reason can't have that. You can see here popped up on the screen, pinning your live goal will increase visibility and reach it faster. You can hit pin there, and that'll pin that live goal on your guys' screens to make it more visible. Okay, so then you've got poll and gift vote. So of the poll and gift votes, I think by far the most useful. Yo, the cheer you up. Thank you, Queen of Chaos. Really appreciate that. On the live goal complete, guys. That was fast. So you can see why how that kind of shows up on the screen as it pops up. It looks a bit different. It comes up here in this live chat and comes up down here for the live goal. So you've also got a quick poll. Your rose title is gone. Oh no, Queen! You did so well with the roses as well. She's often Queen of Roses. So you've got a quick gift poll, a text gift poll. I have not found these particularly useful. I think people don't tend to like to have to vote using a gift. I think it's much more engaging to just do a quick poll or a text poll, just to
So
kind of get
Dan,
some user engagement.
I have a question.
Absolutely, yeah.
One of my modders has full access to my lives, right?
hmm
He loves to, because he works overnight on the weekends, and he'll pop in and do like a text thing as a joke, a text poll. He can't access that even though it's checked that he can. Is that because his account's private?
So he can't vote in it, I'm guessing?
No, he can't set it up like he used to, like you just
Oh.
did.
I'm not sure quite what's going on with that. I'd try removing and re-adding his mod status maybe and seeing if that gives him access to that again. Or maybe, like, if you can set your own polls, are they working?
Yeah, I can set my own polls.
Yeah, I'm not
But
sure about
he
that.
needs to be able to come in and set it. Like
It
he
could
would
be
come and
it
pop.
could be an update to do with privacy, maybe.
Maybe.
I'm not sure about that. I'd recommend, maybe trying to reset his mod status. Yo, Raising, thank you very much for sharing that around. Good on you, sir. Okay, so I'm just going to show a quick text poll on here because these are the ones I recommend. And so we've got a couple ones. I know we've got a lot of Australians and a lot of Kiwis in here. We're going to do the which is better, Australia, Kangaroosville, or Aotearoa, New Zealand. You can see that we can set a 30-minute poll here actually as well. I didn't do that on that one, but I can actually adjust the options to be up to 30 minutes if I'm playing through LiveStudio or streaming through LiveStudio instead. So that gives you access to a little bit more bonus features there. That's one of the only differences I think with the poll and gift vote. Goodie bag. I've been having a lot of trouble with goodie bag because it's been zoomed in like this. And I've not been able to adjust goodie bags correctly on this. I'd be curious if anyone else is getting this error as well. But I set up my goodie bags. Yeah, so I set up my goodie bags on my phone, and then I send them by just clicking that button there, because it won't let me edit them and stuff. But you can see I can't send them during a subs only live, so we're not going to be testing that feature here. Here we come down to game rewards. Now game rewards we can't access from here right now because we're currently live streaming. If we weren't live streaming, we'd be able to access game rewards there. Yeah, big thanks guys. Big thanks Cooper for the heart me as well. Appreciate you, sir. You also see we've got subscription as well, and so subscription we'll go into now, have a bit more of a detailed look at. We're in a subscription only live. You can see we've got a few different things here. We can see our total subscribers, our new subscribers from this live, anyone that's expiring, so there's 0 expiring ones, so that's quite good to see. It looks like our 17 subscribers aren't going to be expiring or aren't likely to expire. And then we've got 7 watching right now in this room. So that's really good to know, isn't it? We've got 7 subscribers all in the same space. That's, almost half our subscribers. So if we wanted to do any sort of subscriber votes and things, this would be a great time to do it. We're going to scroll down to subscription goal here. You can see we're at 89%, and there's a little arrow here. Thank you for the heart me, Turpy. Appreciate that. If you click on the subscription goal, you can see here it's got a list of our subscribers, so that everyone that's contributed to the goal. We've got Jess, Mickey, Soldier Queen, Turpy, Bliss, Crypto, Whitebeard, Thomas, Bad Dice. That's Nicholas, Hopi, Raising Hell, Moni, Stretch, Christy, Shanice, and Mega Junior Gaming. And I'm just off. He's literally subscribed today. I'm just forgetting his name just off the top of my head. But he's, I think, Justin, I think. He's really cool. Hey, thanks for the heart, me, Zara. Thanks for joining through the subs only live previews. Appreciate that. So, yeah, this is the list of those. I can see I can go into manage subscriptions as well and add goals. These are my previous subscription goals we've tried for and things, and it tells me which ones have been completed too. So I had helped me complete my goal, got 3 out of 2, so we beat that goal, be the first member of our community, we got that goal. So you can see that help me reach the goal didn't work, then be the first monthly investor didn't work, dream crew for a new season didn't work, but be the first member of a community did work. So I think people that being the first one in, that's Crafted at Midnight, who created most of those subscription only emojis that you'll see, and they do need an update. So we'll look at I'll show you how to do an update, but I'll probably do the actual updating out of tutorial because it'll take a little bit longer than I'll probably spend just now on it. So there's a few different kind of ideas, I guess you can see there. Get immunity card for box battles. Be the first subscriber only box battles. Unlock. So those ones I did, but I did subscriber live, like only in the comments. And so you could still walk through and visit and gift a lot easier. Unlock prizes with the subwave, so that's cool. That got unlocked. When I upgraded my Streamer subscription, the Sweet 16 subs, next subscriber drop unlock a sub drop for fans, unlock random sub drops. We didn't get to that, but it's a goal of 50. That was pretty extreme. Unlocking Dim Dams 2.0. People were excited about that. People were excited about a creator camp goal over here. And we've had a few less subscribers lately, but that's because I did do a big gifting of subscribers around the place. So I'm not surprised not everyone was able to resubscribe. But still, really appreciate that. Hey, and thank you, Queen of Chaos. Really appreciate that. So here's a goal that's not started here. So we can edit this. We can go. We want to go towards 19 because it's probably something a bit more achievable, or 20. It's recommended we set a goal of 20. And so we say, what's something that if I get 20 subscribers, we'll be excited about? And I'm thinking that one of the other things I'm thinking is MVP sub drops. If we get to 20 subscribers, I'll do like random drops of subscriptions to MVPs from my big battles. So the big battles kind of feed into the subscription, and then the subscription feeds into the big battles. One thing I'm excited about is we've got a big battle drop that I'm going to be doing every week now, and it's probably going to be on Mondays, where I go for whatever 10% of the big battle was, and I drop that on a random subscriber. So if a couple of subscribers, or like between you here, we've got quite a few people, have a think about whether you'd like that to be one drop, like it's this time it's 600 coins, whether you'd like it dropped on one subscriber, or whether it should be dropped on 2 or 3 subscribers. Have a think about that. Because we do 3 rolls if there's 3 subscribers we drop it on, or we can do 1 roll. Hey, welcome Kiara, back up. What's good? If you bring in YOLO, then you should be able to hang out in here fine as a mod. Okay, so that's a little bit at the top of subscription. We'll go into more detail here as we go further down. Send subscription to others. Oh, you can't bring YOLO. Oh, you've got mod on this one anyway, sorry. Great. No, you've got, like, as long as you've got mod, we're good. I appreciate that, Soldier Queen. I've already got more mods than I know what to do with to some extent, though. I've already hit the 15 mods, which is my maximum for at any given time. So I do appreciate your offer, but I do have to keep that small enough that I can touch base with everyone on a very regular basis. But I do really appreciate all your support. And being a subscriber is a great reason for moderating someone. Typically, I've just got a large moderation community at the moment, and larger than I'm typically okay running. You'll see some people. That's great. Okay, I'm sorry I haven't seen that yet, but I'll check that. Okay, so we were just talking about subscription. We're going to go to the next stage of subscription as well, which was send subscription to others. I just wanted to make sure that YOLO, because YOLO has gotten a subscription drop before as well, still had access to this live stream. I'm going to send, and YOLO, there's other reasons YOLO's been a mod before as well. Send subscription to others. So there's 1 subscription to send to others at the moment. Send a 1-month subscription to your viewers and friends on TikTok. If we get support from viewers up to 50 subscriptions, you can start gifting and purchasing out to other people. So at the moment, we can't purchase subscriptions to gift out, but I can do that. Send subscription 1, and Crypto Candle Club was the winner of that. So I got to try and find him at some point. It's easier to do on the phone though. It doesn't seem to have my full list there of active viewers and stuff. We go more. I'll try and search him now, but the search function's been... Yeah, crypto's not coming up there. Yep, you can see there's like a bunch of options to send it to people there. I think that's probably because he's a current subscriber and it's assuming I don't want to send it to him, but on my phone I should be able to send it to him. Yeah, it only gives me a list of 30 people there, which is a little bit strange to me. Here's a little bit of a help to explain sending subscriptions to others and how that works. We're just going to head back out of here for now. Subwave. So I recommend just leaving Subwave on and making it probably one sub. It should probably have been one sub there instead of 2 subs anyway. You want basically every subscription to create a Subwave is probably best. If your Subwave is hit, all subscribers watching the live can get one limited edition sticker from the corresponding to the target level. Okay, so that's cool. They've added this rewards part is new from what I've seen. Getting these subscription only stickers unlocked. It's very cool. And the cooldown period, 2 hours is the shortest cooldown period. So I reckon that's best. Yeah, so I recommend minimum settings for all that Subwave stuff. It's going to make it easier to unlock a Subwave, which makes it more exciting. And then you can see you've also got subs only chats. So if I turned this on, I believe it would stop any mod that didn't have subscription from being able to talk, and I don't want to do that, but I do want to make sure that this information's mostly kind of behind the subscription wall. So we're doing this as a subs only live, and that's mostly because I'm taking a very detailed walk through this one, and I'm happy to take real-time feedback if anyone's got a question or anything like that. I'm just going to do this last one, and then we can take questions. So team, here you've got real-time data for your team. So you can see members in this live, Bliss and Christy in the real-time data. We've also got full team members list. We can go from the last live, last 28 days, and you can see the top 100 members. So we've got very top team member Crypto Candle Club. Crypto Candle Club is obviously a huge support. He's been with us for 83 days. Raising Hell too. He's been with us for 79 days. Huge supporter. MJ has been with us for 37 days. Really big supporter, huge team member. Terpy has been with us for 121 days. That's a long time, Terpy. Really appreciate you, man. Thanks for all your support. This one you can see has been removed. So if an account no longer exists, then so I won't talk about that account and why it doesn't exist or anything, but that's gone from there. We've got Mickey J, who's actually 5th place, and then Destiny, who's 6th, Stretch, who's 7th, Cooper, who's 8th, Queen of Chaos, who's 9th, and Moni, who's 10th. Closely followed by the rest of these people down here. Thank you, Bliss. Thank you, Sabiga. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Just Jess. Thanks, Shadow Beams. You can see whether they're active or not, and so the active ones change as well. But they can reactivate them. So you can have a look. We can have a look at just our frozen members, and we can go and look at everyone that's not visited recently, and we could kind of figure out why if we wanted. There's some people there that have been removed for certain reasons. I'm not going to go into detail with that. Apparently rising. If a member has increased their levels by 5 or more within the last 7 days, they might show up there. And then there's new. And Justin Ward's the newest member and newest subscriber. We also have a way to assign Discord roles to our team members. This is all in team. So there's monetization here, there's subscription, and then there's team. So there's game below in monetization. There's game rewards, subscription, and team. And so I'm looking in team members there, and that's where I'm getting all this extra information. And I've also gone for the last 28 days to get a bit more information here. Yours doesn't have team. Yours might need an update, or maybe that's a difference between... No, yours probably needs an update. I'd recommend booting it down and starting it up again, or trying to re-download it and seeing if that updates it. I'm pretty sure you should have access to that. I'm pretty sure you should. Maybe not though, so we can look into other Australian creators and whether they've got that on there. Here you can assign a Discord role to team members, and you can do that by connecting through to Discord. At the moment I've decided not to do that because team members, there's many of them, right? And I wasn't sure whether we can moderate them all in a server. I think I'm going to make my own server just for team, and it's only going to really serve a team TikTok purpose. Yeah, so that's an overview of team there as well. I think that's a good time to take a pause and have a think about if anyone's got any questions or anything they'd like to ask about tools. Checking for updates, nice. Okay, so the next step from tools is to step into, hang on, I'm just going to highlight and say that's, hey, thanks for joining for a live preview. That was an overview of tools. We're going to go into an overview of scenes next, okay? So you can see scenes comes up just over here, and when you hit the arrows just below goodie bag here, you open up another tab. You've got further down here, you've got live show. I'll just go over that briefly. Live show, I don't really recommend using, but here you've got some more options. You can allow guests microphone control. You can add intervals. You can choose the time for the intervals. And you can choose the duration of each guest performance there. So you can see roughly how that would structure out. You know, it starts to say, like, give me a rundown of it there. I recommend especially allowing microphone control. People get really annoyed not being able to talk during a show. I'm not going to start a show now because that'll be disruptive. But we're going to look at the next feature up here. So we're mostly just focusing on the left side of the screen to start with as we work around. You're all good, Kiara. No worries at all. No worries. And so we have, here we've got a list of scenes. So you can see I've built quite a few scenes myself. I can't adjust easily between them right now because we are hosting a lot. But you can add scenes here typically. And you would add a scene, you can add a blank scene from here yourself. I'll show you probably a walkthrough from my phone's perspective at some point too, to give you a bit more of a look at that. But the big thing that we're looking for here is sources. So at the moment I've chosen the sources here from the theme gallery. So you can see it says Cyber Neon. And if I bring this display capture back, you can probably see some of the kind of you can see this is a Cyber Neon like skin on this, and you can see the frame around me and things. It's got Cyber Neon kind of effects. You could also go through to add theme and select a new theme here. So I'm going to first bring up this display capture all the way back to the top so you guys can see what I'm talking about. We can add a source here, or you can go to the top here, you can add theme, and I would be able to switch layout if I wasn't live streaming with guests. So we're going to look in these add themes. The ones that I think look really cool are like Cyber City here. I like Cyber Neon. I like Neon Light. I like Sci-Fi Space. Some of these other ones less so. One of the new ones is Aurora. Starlight's the very newest one, I think. These ones that say limited, I've unlocked with like viewer points and things, or creator camp points, or we've unlocked together. I'm going to switch it to Radiance for a bit. I think that's actually the newest one. So if you go back to that and we have a look at the way these things look, it's all changed. So I recommend playing with the themes before you have a look at like creating something for yourself. Just have a look at what base themes there are, because you can do quite a lot with just the existing themes and adjusting maybe one or two things around. Okay, so it looks quite complicated, everything I've got. I'm going to do a much more basics tutorial on how to build your own one from scratch, but this one's going to be an overview of all of the features. So I'm going to go to the Add Source button. You can see that there is, actually let's bring that source back up right to the top so you guys can see everything I'm doing. So I'm clicking and dragging the sources and rearranging the order. You can see if I move it above, we can't see that text. Yeah, you can add a custom theme now too. Yeah, that's very cool. I'd love to explore custom themes sometime soon, yeah. So I'm just going to bring the display capture up the front again. And you can see that display capture is one of these options. Display capture is actually one of the default ones it gives you. And I think that's useful for just how to set up the quickest gaming possible. But you can see how we end up with this loop through the loop through the loop sort of situation. I don't really like using display capture. I would recommend instead adding a source, adding a window capture, and selecting the program that you'd like. Okay, and so I don't have, I guess we're going to go with this TikTok Live Studio. So I've got this Chrome open. I'd recommend doing that. It's going to be unusual for us to try and stream like I am, where I've got I'm trying to actually show you guys behind the scenes of TikTok Live Studio. You don't really want to show them too much of behind the scenes of TikTok Live Studio because it, looks better to just be immersed in the world or immersed in whatever your stream is. So that's one way to bring up a source. That could be honestly pretty much any program. I've used Google, but that could be any sort of art software or design software, or honestly. Anything that you could think of would probably plug into that source fine. I'm going to remove that one for now. Yo, Soldier Queen. So I'm going to remove that one for now. Yo, welcome back. Thanks for joining. And so we can have a look at some of these other source options. So the two most important the most important ones are at the top here. So we've talked about display capture, window capture. It's obviously camera. If we add in a camera source, we've got a lot of settings over here on the camera source. I've already got mine connected to the webcam, but there's other options as well. If you've got multiple webcams, you can do that. You can add effects, enhance, filters, change your appearance of the frame. So you can see just the appearance of the frame there, and you can add the source. I'm not interested in adding any more camera sources. I've already got my camera source. And I've already got 12 sources, so it's actually really busy already. We're going to talk about, you can add game capture as well. That's the next feature up here, and probably one of the most useful ones. So to add game capture, you can have it automatically capture any full screen application if you want. You can make it more compatible, but might affect game performance, and you can show the cursor. So I recommend showing the cursor if it's a cursor-based game for sure. I usually use capture specific application, and then I would find my game from there. It's really worth playing in borderless. You can use a phone as a camera source. You absolutely can. Yep, so you can plug in a phone as a camera source. If you can set it up as a camera for your PC, then you'll be able to add it as a source there too. So you don't necessarily need to have a webcam. There's ways to set it up with your phone. That's going to probably be its own tutorial though, I think. Further down the line. So let's talk about the last few ones that are basic, I guess. We've got image, that's pretty straightforward. Upload an image to that. It says the formats. Text, you can add quite a few different features for the text. It gives you some default ones. You can change the font, the angles, the alignment, all that. You can add gradients to it and things. And then you can add scrolling and scrolling direction. So that's, if you want more of a banner type thing. Thank you for the finger hearts. Really appreciate that. Thank you, Queen of Chaos. And so here we go with the next sources. So that was text and image, and now we're looking to link. Link is really good for widgets. And so this is where you'll see majority of my sources are links. And most of them look like this. And they've got a Tickfinity link, and I've grabbed them from Tickfinity because that's how I like to run most of my features, is through the Tickfinity. There is ways to add sound effects and stuff through other ways, but you see most of my Tickfinity ones I've turned off sound anyway. The Tickfinity ones work great for visuals. Yo, LJ, what's good? I'll look for the one that has sound on it. One of them will have sound, so that one doesn't have sound. You can see that's rankings. There's quite a few interesting features I use from here. Good to see you, LJ. How are you going? You fell asleep in my live for a while before. So one of them I could turn on is the sound effect for the scrolling wheel. I don't really like to have sound effects on that. Yeah, so you can choose to turn on sound though. So you can add a link and you can go, I want the link to make noise. No, you're all good, man. You're all good. And you can change the resolution of it and stuff as well if you need to. Thank you for the team bracelets. Appreciate that. Thank you. And thanks for the cheer you up. So that covers link. We're going to go into the next tools as well, or next sources, sorry, within scenes. And so video. So video, if you want to upload a video clip to your screen or whatever, then you can do it through that. You can see the formats that are available. That's pretty straightforward. It would play out those video files for you. There's cast. Cast your mobile phone as a screen to your live screen. So casting is recommended for mobile gaming live. You can also connect it connect to your live studio through your phone as well. There's the Android option, and then there is the iOS option, or the Apple option there, if you've got an iPhone. The last option here for general sources is capture card. So you can see how you can bring a high quality camera straight through there. You could be plugging it in with an HDMI, or you could be playing it from a capture card as well if you've got a capture card plugged in. So if you're setting up a fancy camera through that, there's a couple ways to do it. You could either use a capture card if you can connect directly like that, or you can set up a virtual camera situation and use the camera plug-in tool. Last of the widgets, and at the bottom here we've got alert. We've already got alert here, and we've already got chat box, so I'll go into those in a second. Goal, you can add multiple goals, I guess. This gives you some options. You can do followers, subscribers, gifts, team members. You can do a description. You can add alert sounds. You could have it go, every time we reach like 10 gifts, or when we reach 10 gifts, a sound effect plays. And you can upload these sound effects yourself. You're up to 20 sound alerts yourself if you want. And you can choose the volume of it and preview stuff there. And then you've also got the appearance too. You can choose transparency here as opposed to some of the other ones like camera. You can't do transparency. So you can bring in various parts like that and adjust how it looks. Make it kind of blend into the screen a bit more. And you can preview it as well. I'm not interested in setting that goal though, so I'm going to close it. We've also got viewer ranking. Hey Abby, thanks for joining for the live preview. The viewer ranking just is based on who's given the most coins into a live stream. So at the moment it would rate people from Queen of Chaos to Turpy to Bliss for viewers. And so we go to the last of these widgets, which is the countdown. And that's quite an easy one to explain. Obviously you can add a clock in, add a countdown. And there's an hour countdown that I just started in the middle of the screen. Okay.
Hey, Tim, I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Part of your Discord, are you going to have this on your in a specific part on Discord for us?
It'll be in only subs, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Also, can you put a lock on my Discord for me, please?
Put a lock on your Discord?
Yeah, so it's a private, not open like that.
Yeah, I can set up a new chat for a private chat if you want, but it won't work from that existing one. I do.
That's fine.
The ones that are called private at the moment in there are private, as in only subscribers can see them. They're subs only chats, the private ones.
Okay.
Also, generally we need to have access for the admin to everyone. So Turpy, Bliss, and myself will have access to every channel on Discord.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep, cool.
All right, cool. Thanks,
thank
guys.
You. No, all good. No, thanks for the update, Queen. Appreciate that. That's fine, sweetie. Yep, I'll sort that in a second. Okay, and so that covers that whole left side of the screen. We're going to start down the bottom and then close up to the, and round up back to the top again. We'll do a loop around the screen. Yes, you can also use webhooks from websites, so that's really cool. The webhook is actually a very interesting feature. You can have it activate things in video games and stuff. Yeah, webhooks are very interesting and offer a wide range of utilities for sure. We'll probably go into webhooks in the advanced one sometime. So here we go with some of your stream settings. So you can adjust your video quality, resolution. At the moment it's just telling me most of the info and things. Most of the stuff you adjust when you're not in a current stream. You can change the record location. You can add hotkeys for yourself or check the existing hotkeys. So I can go maybe not. Okay, anyway, hotkeys, you can muck around with that if you're interested in the hotkey side. I think my keyboard just died. So here we've got, so that's the settings. We went to record, hotkeys, advanced audio settings. This one's the important one, I think, is background music. And having this default is off. But if you want your guests or other creators to be able to hear your background music, then switch that on. And I recommend leaving that on and maybe turning it down to about 75% or 50%. We've also got the upload. We can upload the log. Interesting. We're going to upload log and check how the upload speed is, I guess.
Yeah, the hotkey only works when you're offline.
Okay, yeah, that's strange.
Yeah,
so that's a glitch at the moment, I guess.
You can't change the hotkey while you're live.
Oh, you can't change them while you're live. But maybe if I've got sound effects open now, I should be able to.
Yeah. You have to come offline and then it reboots and then it configures the new setting for hotkeys.
Okay. Control num1's not working on those, so I think I need to reset those anyway and bind them to my keyboard differently. But you've got sound effects you can add, and that's where you'll, I guess people like raising, like this one. Make sure they wake up people in their seats. There's various ones you can use there. You can also add your own sound effects. And so that's where you can really, if you were wanting to like kind of have the Tickfinity sort of feel without actually having to download Tickfinity, you could go with adding quite a few sound effects and just using the soundboard and activating it yourself and doing a bit of like sound DJing here, which would definitely be possible. If you're doing that, you might want to look at the audio speaker as well. Change the volume of your sound effects. You can see the background music is also available there. You can look at your audio settings. You can add microphones. You can add audio sources and applications. You can also convert it to mono and have the audio offset, and you can make sure that only you hear that audio too. So if you needed cues for yourself to remind yourself of things or whatever and you didn't want the audience hearing them, you could add them there too. And then we've got the option to mute the background audio. Hey Manita, how you going? Thanks for joining. Hey, thanks Tabby for joining. If you mute background audio, then you only hear the microphone, and same vice versa. If you mute the microphone, then you'll only hear the background audio. Here you've got the chance to end your live stream too. You've also got a little pop-up there that comes up for the option to end it. I guess you can end it quicker there, or decide whether you want to end it there. Then we come to the comments box over here. You'll have seen me interacting with this a little bit through it. You can type in whatever you want there. Whatever, and you see it comes up with my name there. This is because in the comment settings I've said that we allow comments, allow gifts, we show activity of gifts, we add turn on typing to post comments, It pops up with monetization tips for us, so you can turn those tips off if you find them annoying. Gift effects, you can change if they're shown on the scene or on the live chat. I put them on the live chat so I don't miss them if I'm gaming, and I pop out that live chat. You can do your comment filters here. You can do star comments, but I don't really like star comments myself because you can't pin if you do live star comments, so I tend to turn that off. Or you can choose the team level or gift levels for star comments and stuff. Now I get it to show alerts for everything. And then I don't do any of these show messages only from. But if you wanted to only have to worry about what your mods or your subscribers or your gifters were up to, you could limit it. Extended chat provides a bunch of extra options. I'm going to go into the chat options and probably more detail on the advanced one, but you can have a look through there yourself, and you can add kind of group message settings and things on the extended chat, so you can see stuff in different places for who it is. It's quite a lot of options. In the floating window, you can get it to tell you which live data you can see down here. If you don't care about likes, if you don't care about followers, you can remove those. I recommend leaving them all on. Auto pop out after going live, and then you can see this is our moderator list. You'll be familiar with all these moderators yourself. And you can add moderators here yourself. So I've already got 22, and then there's also a few of those are alt accounts and so on, but my mod list is fairly long. You don't necessarily need 22 moderators yourself, but it is worth considering how many mods you need for your own page. You can also see the muted accounts, and here you'd see the blocked accounts. We're not going to go into that though, so you can go into that yourself if you're curious about the blocked accounts on your own page. And so that's the last of the live chat settings, aside from this pop-out one. So you can hit pop-out, and you can see the way you can use this over here. Hi Tabby! And you can move this around and things. So I find that really useful to have it popped out, especially for gaming. And then it's still there even if LiveStudio is not. I'm going to pop that back in, and this brings us to the very end of this tutorial, or the first part of this tutorial. We'll talk about Tickfinity after a little break. So thanks all for joining. We've got live data here. You can see during this live stream, very generously, subscribers have gifted us 224 diamonds. So that's very generous of them, especially since they're already subscribers. So it gives you a chance to shout them out like that. There's also 4 viewers. There is also, we've not gotten any new followers during this live stream. Not surprising. It's a subscription only live. People probably aren't interested in giving us a follow. And then we've got and they need to be a follower already to have a preview, I think. And then we've got the likes, and so you see 3.8k likes, so I really appreciate that. And you also can click on people's profiles, see a bit more information about them. There's also other ways to kind of add them to multi-guest, or adjust their privileges and mute or whatever you need. Thanks for joining for the preview, guys. Here you've also got, so this is the live data tab. You've also got Creator Camp. Sorry about that, Turpy. Really sorry to hear that, man. And here you've got your Creator Camp goals. So I'd recommend looking at these. If you want to try and unlock all of these, then you can get some really good rewards like subscription drops. You can see we've unlocked a subscription present this month by getting enough of those goals completed through the month. In 4 hours at midnight, that's going to be a new Creator Camp week for everyone. So it's a great time to get into the live streaming on your computer this week if you're interested in that. You've got a whole new fresh month starting for Creator Camp. Here you've also got access to launching flares, but I can't launch flares in a subs only. And then we've got the last of these features. We've got we can close up the live preview. We can draw on things with the markup tool. We can share our live. It's a little bit harder to share your live on here because you can't send it straight into your messages and things. But you've got a QR code here, or you've got a link you can share. Thank you for the heart, me sleepless woman. Thanks for joining through the preview. Just TikTok drama. Yeah, that's rough, man. You could post it to various locations from there too. Here we've got mobile preview, which shows us a little bit of what this would look like on somebody's phone. And then we have a highlight. I'm just going to do one now. And I'm going to name this highlight last of features. Here we could end recording if we want. There's the adjusting camera resolution here. Those are actually the live tips popping up there, so you can see those. Then we've got hashtag learn. You can change your topic up here if you're not already live streaming. Here we've got these are the things that are pinned for the or available for our viewers to see. We've got the subscription goal, and we've got the live goal, and we have Sub Fiesta. And Sub Fiesta is a really good thing to aim for at the moment. We've got 633 Sub Fiesta points. There's the biggest discounts of the war. Big incentives to convince people to subscribe at the moment. You can offer more perks, post more subs-only content, offer exclusive interactions like we are doing today. I don't generally opt out of any of these. I tend to opt into all TikTok competitions. I'm doing knowledge category for this one, and if we get another 2,667 points before the end of the week, then we will be able to drop 2 subscriptions. So that's pretty exciting, guys. Let's take a little pause, and I'm going to go into Drive and grab giveaway subs. I'm going to grab those names, and we're going to go Okay, guys. So, I'm going to spin this. This is for all our current subscribers. And hang on, let's add our latest subscriber to this as well. Just going to go to the team settings and grab his name. Make sure I've got him. Team members, new, Justin Ward. So we're going to add his name in here before we spin it. Justin Ward. Okay, guys. This is all of our subscribers, and this is a roll for who gets the... let's split it into 2. We're going to do 2 rolls. It's going to be 300 coins per roll. Okay? So these are from... This is 10% of the rewards from our big match this Saturday night, and we're going to drop them on Monday, and we roll for them right now on Sunday before I boot down. Okay, so we're going to spin this, and we're going to see who gets the sub drop. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? It's spinning. Spinning. Tick, 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 tick. Tick. Mod Blissfully is getting the first drop. Okay, I've got 300 coins for you, Bliss. I'm going to drop that on you as soon as I can coordinate that tomorrow. And so, excellent, excellent, good on you. And now we are going to remove Bliss from it briefly, and then we're going to go again. Where's the other Bliss? Okay, and now we're going to spin it again. Who's going to get the second drop of 300 coins? Oh, Derpy. No, Whitebeard. Whitebeard it is. 1 for Bliss, 1 for Whitebeard. Good on you guys. Congratulations. Congratulations. We are going to close that now. Congratulations, everyone. I'm going to close this display capture. Delete that. Congratulations, Bliss. Congratulations. You came close twice. You did. You did. And congratulations, Whitebeard. I'm going to dot that down. We're going to go. So Whitebeard is a 300 coin drop for him on tomorrow, and so does Bliss. Or the next time I can grab you guys. Wow, big congratulations, everyone. Okay, I'm going to take a 5-minute pause, and then I can talk about Tickfinity. Because we've talked about LiveStudio. I'm going to put up a source now with LiveStudio that says countdown. I'm going to make it a 10-minute pause, actually. Now you got really close there, Turpy. Yeah, I could see it go past you both times. So here we go. I'm going to just add this pausing source here. And you can see you can manipulate them around on the screen like that. I recommend just playing around with it yourself, getting used to it. Okay, so yeah, let's just chill out for 10 minutes. I'm going to go over the Tickfinity features, and then we're going to have to do a separate Tickfinity one, maybe in the Discord, or maybe a live stream that I later clip into a subs-only one, or something like that, because Tickfinity won't allow us to work on a subs-only video. I'm assuming there's some sort of copyrights reasons for that. I'll just keep it chill for 10 minutes. Congratulations, Bliss. Good on you. Hey, Rainbow Wings. Thanks for joining for a live preview. Appreciate that. We've been doing a bit of a tutorial about how to use TikTok Live Studio and a bit of Tickfinity. And we're just taking a 10-minute pause at the moment, and we'll be back to covering more of that. Thanks for joining, guys. We're just on a brief interval, and we're going to be returning to this live, this subs-only live. Absolutely. Hey, Queen. We're just taking a brief pause for 10 minutes.
Can I do my sound yet?
You can't do, like I said, you can't do sounds in a subs-only live. Yep. Like, we can't have the sound effects plugged in. I assume there's copyright issues with the sound effects being played. Yeah, she stepped away to get food and came back with a prize. Yeah, you missed the roll on the wheel of names. I'm going to have to actually also add you back to the wheel of names as well. 2 times
What's
as well.
the hashtags and stuff?
This was yeah, this was a roll for also those hashtags are all out of date as well, so I could update those. I'm actually just going to delete that text source. It's just that all of that's so out of date.
You're on the For You page.
Let's go with the For You page. Hang on, I'm on the For You page, but I'm a subs only live.
I saw it on there.
I'm assuming
I'm on
your subs only, your For You page, I think. Or was it for you?
So,
or was it your friend's page?
no, I don't. When I logged on to TikTok, you were right there.
Okay, cool. That's exciting.
Because you're on the feed. You also have it featured too.
That's cool. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because you're featured with a B1 with 93 ranking.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. So I've heard that we're the page is considered an elite status page now. That's pretty insane.
So according to this, featured shows, talent show, topic discussion, romancing, top creators last week. See where you're at. You're probably on there. For who's that? Somebody has my name. Oh no. Somebody has the same screen name I do. Except
Oh, okay.
backwards.
Depends how much actual overlap you've got with them, though. I guess if you haven't bumped into them till now, you're probably fine. Hey, give me a second. I'll be back in 5 minutes, guys.
Uh-huh.
How's everyone? Hello, how's everyone?
Hey, Turpy.
Hello.
Hi, Turby.
Hello, Bliss. Hello, Queen. Hello, Tempest.
I'm really, really hoping the package at the USPS office is the one from you.
Mm-hmm.
Still waiting.
Still waiting for what?
Your little heart thing I got with
You
Dim.
haven't got it yet? It's been
Nope.
well over 6 weeks.
It's been longer than that, hun.
Right, I'll tell you what, 'cause I've got plenty here, you see. Send me your address again, and I will send you out another one. And this time I'll track it.
Okay.
Okay, I'll put it for a tracker this time so I can keep track of where it's going. Alright, you do that for
Okay.
me, and I've got some stuff to post tomorrow. If you do it for me today, I'll get it all set up and I'll get it all posted tomorrow for you, and I'll track it. And I'll give you the tracking code so you can keep an eye on it yourself.
Oh, God, he's got the gumdrop buttons.
Okay, then, no worries. Oh, you should have got that ages ago.
Yeah, I'll send it to you through Snap.
Yeah, that's okay, no worries, thank you.
Oh, easy. Good coordination, guys. Okay, so I think let's just do a little bit of open questions or whatever for the next few minutes. If anyone's kind of curious about an element or suggestions.
Obviously you're doing Trinity, aren't you?
Yeah, so I've got Tickfinity as well, which are these links. So I thought that would be the next stage I'd start exploring, is the links that come through.
I've started to explore the Streamlab.
What's the difference between TikTok Live Studio and TikTok Xfinity?
So Tickfinity is an add-on, it's kind of like an add-on. It links through TikTok Studio, and it's just a kind of added app you can have that gives us some bonus features. Things like this point system you guys see, where we do like collecting sloths and so on. That's from Tickfinity. There's quite a few different parts. Streamerlabs, I haven't got a huge amount of experience with myself, but I'm hoping to learn a bit more about too. What do you think some of the benefits of Streamerlabs are, Turpy? I've seen a lot of like not relying on Live Studio so much can help a lot, because it does a lot of the features Live Studio does too.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you like about Streamerlabs so far?
Yeah, it's alright actually. It can be overbearing, but yeah, once you've got it set up right, it's really good to have.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. I need to have a bit more of a look through it, because I'm actually paying a subscription for it that I'm not really utilizing right now.
Yeah, I mean, cause like for Orion, I'm thinking he'd come up into 4 sections. I told you, didn't I? So whatever section he goes into the 4 corners of the
Right. Yeah.
camera,
So you can have that the camera activate based on movement and stuff,
music,
or activate effects based on movement, or based on. Cool.
So you can do that with yourself as well. If you move your hand into a certain place, it plays different sorts of music.
Okay, that's excellent. Yeah, I can see how that would be super useful,
Yeah.
especially imagine somebody like Shaney's streams, or like Jono's, or one of those more active streams. Being able to use your own movement to activate those would be huge. So definitely going to explore more of that. Heck, Turpy might end up doing something like this for his subscribers when he's knows what he's doing with Streamlabs.
Yeah, Streamlabs expensive, but if you use the free version, it's just another. But you can use Xfinity at the same time as well.
Yeah. So they do serve slightly different purposes, but they've got some overlapping features too. So Tickfinity I view as a bit of a fun bonus tool that can add a lot of interactions and things to your page. It's really interactive. And then
Yeah.
I think that Streamlabs offers you a wide range of very professional features and like studio level features or whatever that make it a little bit more overwhelming, but it does give you more you're able to do with it.
I mean, I actually like when you do this because for somebody who's starting out and doesn't know how to use this, it's hard to follow like what they have on the website. To see you doing it through this way, it helps me out a lot.
That's great. So feel free to if you guys notice I'm like going too fast, or if you think there's a bit that I could go over again, I'm always welcome. I'm always happy to.
But we've got to be pre-warned people though. Is that some people's laptop or computer is not powerful enough to run Xfinity and TikTok Studios at the same time.
Yeah, and if you're trying to game as well, I would be aware that you're like doing both Tickfinity, TikTok Studio will severely lower the capabilities of your computer. Same with like say Blender, like was one example. Sorry, but if you're using like editing software or design software, you might run into similar issues.
Yeah, see, my husband has I think it's OBS is what they say to use with this because it's easier to use than TikTok Studio. But see, I can cast it from my phone to the live studio on the computer, and that's where I get confused.
Yep, so you can do it like that's that was one of the options we were looking at before. Yeah, so adding in a source, you can add these cast sources. So if you've got an iPhone, you'd use the add source cast iOS, and then you would try and select from your TikTok app. You'd select the streaming option from the live access options. So those would be the two kind of parts of that linking together. Would be having a cast iOS source in your TikTok Studio, which is again you can add like the adding sources for the second half of this tutorial, and I'm going to make that a clip as well, so people can walk through it at their own pace.
I don't know if you're aware, but Tickfinity released a mobile app called TickStream.
No, so Turby's a bit more up to date than me at the moment.
Yeah, it's like a really mini version of Tickfinity.
Oh, of course, Christy. No.
Mobile.
Okay, cool. That seems very helpful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bit hard to hear. Yeah, that's all good.
Obviously, I've got mine from the App Store on my iPhone, but I don't know if it's on Google Play on Amazon yet. But yeah, I've been using it. It's quite fun.
Oh, you're all good, Christy. No, yeah, that seems really useful as well. What did you say it was called?
Oh, TickStream.
TickStream. Nice. So that seems like it's going to be a very useful tool. I'll have to play around with that, and I'll probably do a basic walkthrough of that or something at some point as well.
I'll share. I think you can download off the internet as well. What I do, I'll have a quick look and I'll see if I can share on Discord for you.
Yeah, sounds good.
It's really good.
No, wonderful. That sounds like it would be very helpful. Let's go for a brief overview of Tickfinity features. The second half of this. So, Tickfinity, the first feature here is that login and stuff. You can see we've been removed. This live is for subscribers only, and I've just got to check that I'd have to probably re-log in, and that's not going right now, but I'll walk through the features itself. So we've got this gives us like an overview of many of these features. You can see we've got streamer bot integration, which is another like useful streaming one. You can plug in Grand Theft Auto, which is one that I've been trying to do. It's a little bit more difficult. Minecraft seems like the more achievable game to plug into it. You can also, like they do a lot of stuff relevant to team member levels, so that's one of the greatest new features for sure. Voice mod integration. Okay. I'm going to download Get Voice Mod free. And we're going to add this as a source to TikTok Live Studio so you guys can follow along. So add source, and we go window capture. Hey Boski, what's good? Welcome back, Soldier Queen. And then we select the program, Tickfinity. I'm going to put this up on the main screen. And we're going to make it at the top source. So at the moment it's too low down on the sources, so you can see there's a lot of things covering it up. But just to give you guys a full look at Tickfinity here as I walk through it. Here we go. So we've got setup as the first stage of it. You can see there's a tutorial here you could watch. How to use Tickfinity, add text-to-speech, controlling Minecraft, using webhooks, gifters, chat commands, and subathon timers. You can also see live streamers that already use this, so you can see ways it's being utilized and learn more from there. Looks like they've got 1.5 trillion, 1.5 billion transactions. FAQ there about and their contact and support teams. Then you've got the setup here. So at the moment it is not connected there, it's invalid. I needed to go log on in the setup. So I go log into TikTok. And then I go back to start and I can have a look and I can set up. It says that it's not logged in. Again, I think this is because we're doing a subs only video. Here you can see there's the point system, which I've chosen to call Z's. You might want to call it something to do with your own name, your own stream. I've made the points per coin 25, which is the maximum, but it can go as low as 1. I've got 3 points per share and 100 points per chat minute. So for guests, they get 100 points per minute of sitting in here. One of the most important features here is these overlay galleries. This is where the majority of these links come in. Okay, so I'm going to show you this one using a stream capture. So I'm going to, full display capture. So we're going to add the display capture so you can see literally everything I do for a second, guys. And we're going to put that up the top. Okay. So here we go. You can actually see my TikTok Live Studio again. We're going to add a source and we're going to add a link source. And now that these links here from the overlay gallery, we can choose to put into that source. So I think one of the most interesting ones you see, or like one of the fun ones people see, is these stream buddies. So you can copy the URL there. We paste it in there, but since this is one I don't want sound for, I'd turn off the sound for it. You can add the source. Now we can edit the source. We can go center to the screen. You're all good. You're all good. And you can see here we have Turpy moving around the screen. As a robot fellow. As an ogre fellow, sorry. So that is our very first Tickfinity widget that we've plugged in. And we haven't had to do anything really. That's automatically happened because Turpy's the biggest gifter we've got in our room at the moment. And so we just chose that. It's just one of the fun ones from this overlay gallery. So I recommend just have a scroll through this overlay gallery. You grab Emojify. Try that out yourself if you wanted. You could try do it with stream buddies like we've done here. You can like test it out. You can customize it. And change out font settings, like the spacing and stuff. We can make the size for the max gifter different. We can make the speech bubbles visible for longer. You can add the chat in here, so chat one's quite good. This is similar to the plugin chat box here. Sorry, the plugin. So this is the inbuilt chat box. So inbuilt chat box has some of its own settings here as well. And one more of these as well. Alert. And alert just gives you some more options for things that pop up to say we've done this, we've done that, and you can choose whether they're active or not, whether they've got sound effects or not. This would be your way of doing it just through LiveStudio. If you wanted to play around with a few sound effects but didn't want to go all the way over to downloading another program, Tickfinity, then you could play around with the ones here, and that would work quite well. You can add your own sound effects in there, up to 20. Oh, thank you, Bliss. Appreciate you. And then we go. Oh, good on you, Virginus. And this highlight is called bonus. That's the features I forgot to mention before in scenes, so I'll have to add that in later, but that's all good. Okay, that's the last of the LiveStudio ones. Let's keep going through Tickfinity. Here's the gift feed. This can give you some more customizable options for how your gift feed shows up, or like adding a gift feed on the screen too. Points animation, I think this is a great one. I recommend using points animation, and you'll see that's already in my base links. One of these ones will have, there's the widget wheel. I like the widget wheel. Let's just look at the ones I've already got. So I've got the transaction viewer. That's the one that we're talking about there. Okay, so the points animation is the transaction viewer. You can see the links the same. And that shows people getting points in your system by tapping the screen, by sharing, or however you've decided to give them points in your system. There's a lot of pre-built stuff for your system, and that's like just a great way of people being able to see it in real time. Similarly, you can do the user info one, which is if people put in a command, they can look their own info. Command info gives you an idea of what your command list is. My actions is the best one to make sure you've got. So my action, you can see that we're getting a sound effect through this. I think this is the coin drop, points drop. Points drop makes sound. So when I'm in this overlay gallery, you might hear some audio going. That's from that points drop. That tells people when there's points able to be collected with the points drop feature, or those hashtag commands. Timer is a really good feature here. Timer is a great feature. I highly recommend checking it out. So I'm going to put on a timer right now. We're going to copy the URL, and we're going to add a source on top of all those other sources. It's getting quite busy over there. And it's just going to be a link source. And we don't care about sound with the timer. Oh, actually, we could have a sound effect. So we're going to turn on a sound effect for this one, just to kind of show those options. And here is our timer. Timer is a great new feature. Really recommend checking it out. I'm going to just add that up the top, and we'll get down to it soon. Another great one is song request feature, to see the song requests coming up. You can see real-time viewer counts. There's a coin jar one. And the other one I love is this rankings list. This is a very good one. You'll see me use that a lot. Okay, so that takes us from the overlay gallery to the goal overlays. This gives us some even cooler options, I reckon. You can set up your like goals, you can set up share goals, follow goals, view account, coins earned, channel points earned. This one's great. Recommend the channel points earned one. This you can customize a lot. You make it sloth naps like I've got. You do whatever you want with that. It's a really good channel points earned is a great one. And if those aren't good enough for you, you can add your own custom goals and name them completely from scratch and stuff and make them work independently and just update them yourself. Now, last X overlays are very good. So you can do the last follower, the last gifter, the last subscriber. You see, this is even useful just as a tool when it's not plugged in, to just have a quick glance. It's kind of just tells me this information faster than having to find it in TikTok's Live Studio. I really like making it the last like, or the last share, or the last chatter. Those are the really good ones, I reckon. And it pops just basically that user's name up, and you tell people, hey, that means that that person's the last person to do a like. Last like, I reckon, is the best. Now, sound alerts. Sound alerts, I recommend you just start with some base ones. You think small, and you create a sound effect that gets triggered by any gift, say. Okay, cool. That's all good, that's all good. So we've been removed because we're on subscriber only, that's fine. But here you select that trigger, and then you choose a sound effect. And then you'd go, any gift makes a fart, or whatever you like with that. I've already set up a lot of them myself. Since you're subscribers, you can see some of these sound effects if you like. I'll give a moment to just have a look at that screen. Those are some of the biggest gifts and some sound effects from those. We'll see if any of them ever come up. I've added some more, like these are the kind of already initial ones that we've done. Now we can bring back the pew for the rose. See, the Heart Me has a huzzah. I'm thinking
Welcome to the party, pal. 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 Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party, pal. Welcome to the.
okay. We still got the party button. There's still that subscriber only emotes. It's Baby Dragon, Rosa, Brat, Apple, Galaxy, your head and mustache, GG's, Donuts, GG's. Oh, hang on, we've got two with the GG's. That's why we've got two different sounds. So let's delete that. See, that's we can see that there's two different effects sound coming up from the same gift there, and that's going to have an overlapping one. Yeah, you can see. I'm just going to skim over some of these. I'm going to have to change that. So I've got pew pew and pew. So I'm going to change this one back to one of my favorite. And then we could choose like another kind of common gift or something, or we could do a share, and we can make it something that's not super loud. What do you think about share?
Please offer me your energy. I ask of you, please.
Okay. So that's a long list of some of those sound alerts and how you can create them. You can also look at these settings down here. Can you play sounds simultaneously? I like them to be simultaneous because then you don't miss out on any gifts at the timing of them and things. But you can make it so that they can't, like you hear them just one at a time if you think it's too chaotic. For your page. Play only the first emote of a message. This works for mostly the subscriber emote ones and things. If you don't want it to come up anytime somebody spams all the emotes, I recommend having that one on. And I recommend a max queue length that's less than that. I reckon a max queue length of 10 or something's good. That's the last of those. But yeah, there's a few options up there for action events and things to trigger them too. So action events, I highly recommend you don't use this unless you understand what you're doing initially. I reckon this is an advanced tutorial one. So I'll walk people through this, but at a later date. But there is some base settings, and if you play around or just have a look at the base settings before you start playing around, it'll make a lot of sense. Basically, you create an event, and the event is a trigger, and you can define what triggers it and things. So some of the ones here, I've got these hashtags trigger stuff. I'm going to get rid of the hashtag house one because that doesn't work. So it's, that's helpful as well. But any follower that does hashtag sleep, it triggers a random one of those two actions. Any follower that does hashtag hashtag scout still exists, so edit. We're going to change these when we change our animal type. But anyway, you can have it when subscribers join, any follower does first activity, taps a certain amount of likes, any subscriber taps, it does the dragon's egg rotation. That's how I've added in animations through these actions. You can create new actions, add things through here. You can add a lot of different actions. You can see we're going to do a slower walkthrough of that sometime soon. Same with these events, there's a lot of options here. You can do a lot with this. Really interesting though, so we'll walk through that soon. You can create a timer to automatically every 10 minutes. Mine does one of these actions, so I can edit that action and say keep watch or something if I wanted. You can simulate gifts and things to test it out and be like, well, what would happen if somebody gave me I'm going to go on the big ones, a premium shuttle, and it's playing Burrowing and that's why I need to probably deactivate some of these things. So that's the way I can kind of test this a little bit. So there's too many of those activated. And now I can simulate that one. That one. I don't know why that's not playing the sound effect. Oh well. You can use chat commands to change up your system and things, change the names of it. These are the ones that we've currently got at the moment with trade, Z's, sleep, points information still dim dam, and hashtag help still helps to bring up the help command. Custom commands, yeah, you can add extra ones. Show global commands, hashtag FYP, show subscriber commands as hashtag sub. Chatbot, I recommend just activating chatbot and leaving it at its base settings. There's a whole other one to go into, especially all this. text-to-speech chat, I reckon it's worth enabling and making it only for team members or something like that. I do any comment at the moment, but you can make it only start with certain commands, make it a bit less chaotic like that, and so on. There we go. So there's a lot of different settings here. You can add special user settings. You can make sure it doesn't spam too much. I recommend you give a user cooldown of at least 1 second or something. But I'm going to make the cooldown 5 seconds. And then I can make it any comment. So you can kind of adjust it around. If it's getting too loud, I recommend adding a restriction. And then if it's, your chat's quiet, I recommend lifting some of those restrictions. Here you've got the user and points systems. This tells you how much people have in your system. I've got 864 people in the system, so 864 people that have tapped, shared, whatever in one of our live streams since I've had this active, or while I've had this active. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We've got test user in there so that we can have a look at, see what they look like and stuff. Here you can see every individual transaction. So these are the ways points go up and down in your system. Every single action, event. Here you can adjust a song effect. You can connect song requests. You can connect Spotify, and then you can have song requests. You can see these commands are there for it and stuff. Very cool feature. Yeah, you've got some settings you can adjust here. I recommend making it not cost anything, but maybe make it not limited like mods and subscribers or something, or yeah, make it open to everyone, but then cost points. Here we've got a timer. This is what we were getting to before. So just to hit start on the timer to start with, you can grab that overlay, you can share it in here, and that gives us a 10-minute snooze timer. Very useful. I think that you'll find it interesting. Some of the settings available here that allow you the ways to incrementally increase the timer, and you can grab per coin there, per subscribe, per follow, per share, per like, or per chat message. These are some good defaults here, I reckon. This has been working out for a fairly balanced timer for me, but you might find there's some better options. Yeah, I found 0.2 seconds per like means that it's like one person can almost keep the timer up, but it doesn't, like, it needs kind of a couple people working together. So yeah, that's kind of cool. And I do 10-minute intervals for it to time down. Next up, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. This one's one that a lot of people have good fun with. I've chosen my own custom fields for it, but the base fields are pretty good. I recommend keeping it really simple to start with and just using, spin, or maybe changing it to just hashtag spin. I use hashtags for mine because hashtags also trigger hashtag chains in TikTok and can get you seen on TikTok more. I'm not going to go into much more than in the advanced settings because we can do that in the advanced tutorial, but allow chat gamble. This one I recommend until you understand your system, keeping the gamble amount small. And when I'm not on subscribers, I tend to make this gamble amount 10,000 points or 20,000 points or something like that, so that it doesn't go crazy if people start gambling with your points and things going up and down in huge amounts. Points drop is much more simple approach towards people collecting coins and is less confusing than Wheel of Fortune. But Wheel of Fortune, you want to make sure that you've got your action overlay. So remember we went to the actions and events. In action and events we've got overlay screen settings here. And you can grab this link and make sure that this link is on the screen. So I've got one of these links. That's the transaction viewer. That's the one with the little point systems floating up. And then we have, oh, that's another transaction viewer. Okay. My actions. Here you go. Here's a my actions one. So you can see that I've got one here. I tend to turn on sound on my actions, because then if there's any sound effects, they come through properly. Hey MJ, what's good? How are you getting on? We're doing a subscriber tutorial walkthrough of how to set up TikTok Live Studio. We're going to be clipping it up through the week so that it's a bit more of a straightforward tutorial to be able to follow as well. We're on the second half, which is covering Tickfinity. It's pretty cool, I reckon. So we got down to points drop. We're down to challenge actually. Oh no, so points drop still. So I've chosen the command #sleep because we're doing a sloth theme this week. The value of the coin was 111, amount of coins 11, and everyone times out every 11 seconds. So every 11 seconds you can collect another coin that's dropped. You can also, if you want, choose this one coin per user. I don't think that's that much fun. I think people should be allowed to spam to collect coins and things. And I recommend dropping coins as quickly as possible, which is every 1 minute. That brings us on to challenge, which is a really interesting one. We've been doing Sloth Z's for 5 hours. Since I'm going to end the challenge, we'll just take a step and have a look at our current user and points. So it looks like Destiny is our winner at the moment, followed by Moni, followed by Mega Junior Gaming, followed by Stretch, that's Justin, followed by Bliss, followed by Dim to Goat, followed by MJ, followed by Turpy, followed by Big H, followed by Ash, followed by YOLO, and then all the points below like 500 or so. But you can see how it tracks all of these. So it's really useful to tell you who's interacted with your space, who's liked the screen, who's been around. I'm going to end that challenge now. You hit end challenge. And that's how you can start, you can go back to the very base, like let's see who's got the total amount of points and things, who's got the most overall. MJ's got the most overall, she's got 16 million. Christie's got 10 million, Sabiga's got 5 million, Crypto's got 5 million, Turpy's got 3.6 million. Turpy, you're in 5th place, followed by Moni with 3 million, Ash 2.7, Whitebeard 1.9, Bliss 1.5, Destiny 1.3, Tabby 1.1, Sunshine Queen Warrior 9.7, Flix, Dingo, Shane, YOLO, Soldier Queen, Mickey. Hey, appreciate you guys. So that covers a lot of the different features. We're going to cover the very last one. We're still on challenge. Sorry, I'll hit start challenge, and this is how you can reset all points to 0 for a while. So now if you go to our user and points, it'll reset it to literally whoever's in the room gets the first points will go top of that table basically. So as soon as there's a couple taps on the screen or a view a minute, somebody else will become top of this challenge. But yeah, so that's really cool. We've also got this halving. I'm not going to touch anything in the halving, but if you reduced it by 100%, you would remove all the points from your system. Basically reset your points. And then you can also do set up, reset points for other options. So set up, and then reset points. Yep. So now I could do, we don't want to do erase all points and levels, that would delete everything, but we can erase points and levels by criteria. So you've got to perform a challenge, enter the challenge to do that. I'm going to go user and points. I'm sorry, set up, reset points, reset points and levels by criteria. And we're going to delete those users from our database that haven't even been here. Oh, hang on, let's extend that out. Let's go for 60 days instead. Did not affect any users. $19 users. That's a more reasonable amount to remove. So I'm going to delete 19 users from my database. and that's just the ones that probably were just like bots or fly-throughs or whatever. And we can go back to our challenge and restart that. The last one's event API, and yeah, you can just have a, you can get the example code and stuff there. You can get a WebSocket. It's quite like that. That's a bit more complicated for a later time. Yeah, so I guess last Q&A for a minute or so, and we'll boot down our tutorial. Anyone got any thoughts or any questions?
How often are you going to be doing these?
I'm going to try to do a subscriber-only event on Sundays around this time.
Are you going to ever do one that's not subscriber?
I will have to do one here that's not subscriber because it wasn't able to show all the Tickfinity features there. So I'll do that, but I will. So for that one, you'll be able to do your GUR, but like also you'll be able to use the GUR day to day a lot. Yeah, like when it's activated.
I have a new sticker. You have a new sticker.
Send it
to you on Discord.
Yeah, send it to me on Discord. Cool. I'm going to update subscription stickers and stuff this week as well. So if anyone's got any stickers they'd be interested in having involved and stuff, just let me know.
Yes. I want the one about tacos.
Cool.
That's what I want for my noise, and I want the picture. I've got it.
That sounds good, yeah, because I can also download custom effects and upload those. Yes, Turpy, what's up? Hello, Turpy?
You can keep it quiet. I can't hear you.
Hey, can you hear me? Turpy. Okay. That's the end of the stream anyway. I appreciate you all. I'm going to be clipping all of that up really soon. Oh, Turpy's dipped and come back. Trying to see if that works. Yeah, okay. Hello. Hello, Turpy. Can you hear better?
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you. Okay, I'm going to boot down, guys. Really appreciate. I'm going to be clipping this up through the week, and I should be uploading a full one to probably to Discord.
Hello.
Derpy, I can see my mic lighting up, so I'm not sure what's going on with your audio.
Derpy. Well, I got it.
Okay, well we're gonna. I guess we can. You can hear him. I can hear him. Yeah, and you and MJ can hear me. That's funny. What have I got here? Advanced audio settings. Let me try resetting this. How's that, Turpy? Can you hear us now?
I think Turpy's in a funnel.
Turpy's in a tunnel. Okay, we're all good, guys. I'm going to boot down, and this should make a really interesting tutorial later. Thank you as well, Bliss. Appreciate that. Thank you, MJ. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Nina, for joining for a preview. I think this was really fun, really successful. I think we're going to be doing a lot more tutorials like this to help other people use their streams.
It's on the Discord.
Excellent, cool. Yeah, so I should be updating that on Monday or so. I'm going to be updating a few things through the week.
All right, bye, people.
Cool. Appreciate you guys. All the best. You have a good night. Or a good morning. Good day. See you guys.